Hello everyone, in this video I've compiled a collection of the most interesting facts about the new NPC cake. Let's go!
Hello everyone! As you know, a new secret character has recently been added to the game, namely the cake, which was added to celebrate the game's birthday. In this video, I will check all the possible facts about the cake. Let's get started! The first thing I wanted to check was what would happen if I injected a virus into him. Well, nothing unusual happened. He just got infected with the virus and looked like the other NPCs. The next fact I found is that if you inject an acid syringe into a cake, all the candles will fall off and go out. And I immediately wanted to check another fact, namely whether it is possible to light unlit candles with a flamethrower, which is quite logical from a physics standpoint, but unfortunately, it is not possible to do so, as the developer has not added such a feature. Well, it makes sense to check if it's possible to extinguish candles with a water gun, so let's do it. Unfortunately, the developer didn't include this feature. On the other hand, it's a useless feature, so it's okay that it's not in the game. And now I've found a really secret fact about the cake. You can combine the cake with other fruits. Just look at how it looks. Now let's check what will happen to the NPC cake if it's bathed in water. Because every NPC changes its appearance if it's bathed heavily, and the cake also has this feature. Also, for some reason, I noticed that one part of its hand resembles the hand of an apple. This is the first bug I've encountered with this NPC. Another fact I noticed is that the cake NPC breaks much more easily than other NPCs. I compared this using two bombs, and it turned out to be true. See for yourself. After using a grenade, the Melon NPC remained intact, while the cake NPC completely disappeared. Hello everyone! As I'm sure all the players already know, a new secret NPC has been added to the game, specifically a birthday cake for the game. But what if I told you that there are more than 10 different versions of this NPC? I think you're going to be surprised. In this video, I'm going to show you all the different variations of this NPC, so make sure to watch the video until the end. Let's get started. In the meantime, write in the comments your guesses about how many versions of this NPC there are in the game. It will be interesting to see if you guessed correctly. The next version is a virus-infected cake. The next version is a cake with unlit candles, and to get it, you need to dip the cake in water. The next version of the cake is a cake with no candles at all. To get it, you need to inject an acid syringe and then revive a NPC. And another version is a cake that has been soaked in water. As you know, every NPC changes its appearance greatly when it is soaked in water, and the cake is no exception.